What's up? Knolly Williams here, your success coach. I'm the author of Success with Listings, where this book will teach you how to get tons and tons of listings. And the book is free. That's the cool thing about it. You can download it at knolly.com. In this video, I want to share with you how to have a rockin' six-figure business. If you've never had six figures in real estate before, or if you're new to real estate, you want to get to making at least $100,000 a year, this video is going to show you how to do it. So stay tuned. Okay, so right here is the plan for a minimum six-figure business. And I want to walk you through it. Now, you may have seen the other videos that I've done on how to have a $250,000 or more business, how to have a luxury business, and kind of the numbers that go around that. And then I have another video about how to cap. If you're at EXP or another company where caps are in place, how do you reach your cap? But this video, we're going to talk about six figures, baby. That's what we're talking about. So remember that the numbers in red, all these numbers on the far outside of this spreadsheet. Now this spreadsheet is absolutely free. You can download it at knolly.com, and when you get into it in Excel, you'll notice that the numbers in red are the only numbers that you want to change. Okay, there's six different calculations here. Those are the only ones that you're permitted to change, because if you change any of the others, then you're going to break the calculator, because all the other numbers, all the other figures here use calculations, they use formulas. So the ones, the fields that have a red number out to the right of them, those can be changed. So let me walk you through this six-figure real estate career, this six-figure real estate business that you are going to have. You will have it. You know, I'll tell you, I just want to share with you my own personal story. When I got into real estate, I just gotten out of the music business. I say gotten out of, it's more like I was kicked out of the business. Because I had to leave that business with my tail between my legs, so to speak. I had a thriving company. I was making over $150,000 a month, had 18 recording artists, 14 employees, and we lost everything. When the certain industries go up and then they go down, they crash, and the music industry went through a change. It shifted. And so when everything went digital, we lost our form of livelihood. But we had gotten used to having a certain level of income. Those of you that worked in the corporate world, or you're used to having a good, or you just want to have a good income, real estate is the best space, the best place to do it. It's the perfect career. I mean, I look at real estate as a ministry, and I operate my real estate practice as a ministry, a service to others. But it's very, very lucrative at the same time. So when I got into the real estate game, I was like, man, I've got to make good money. And there's a certain lifestyle that I enjoy living. There's nothing wrong with it, And so if you're in that space, or you're in that place, you can kind of relate to me. Or with me, or you might be in the place where, look, man, I've done tried it like this, and I'm ready for it like that. I'm going to show you this is the six-figure, how to have that six-figure rockin' real estate business. So first of all, I've got the $16,000 is what I've got in this first field that we can change. And then the second field, I've got 100,000. So what that means is the cap that I pay to my brokerage, I'm with EXP Realty, and the cap that I pay is 16,000. So that's the number that I put there. If you're with a different brokerage, you're going to put whatever the cap is that you're paying into this field here. And then your net commission, you're going to put that number there, 100,000. So essentially what you're doing is you're saying, I want my net to be 100,000, okay? That's what we're gonna do for the purpose of this exercise. Now, when you get the calculator, you'll notice that there are tabs along the bottom, and you can check on any of the tabs. So I've got a luxury, I've got one for a $250,000 a year, $100,000 a year, and then I've got one where you just want to cap and see what those numbers look like. So you can use any of the calculators that come, you download one spreadsheet and it's got the different worksheets on it. So the average sale price, I've got 300,000. You can change that. If it's 250,000 in your area, feel free to just make a change, okay? And that'll change all the other numbers here that don't have the red, that don't have a red number out to the right of them. Now, your conversion rate on appointments and your conversion rate on closings, if you don't know those numbers, be sure to do a brush up in my book here. I've got a whole chapter on knowing your numbers, okay? And that's right there in section number 1, okay? Chapter number 4, section 1 is called knowing your numbers. So in this book, if a lot of people get tripped up, a lot of my coaching students get tripped up by numbers. This is a numbers game, so you want to become more comfortable with numbers, but don't get tripped up on them. Numbers are your friend, okay? Just remember that. Numbers are your friend. They're not your foe. They're not your enemy. But your conversion rate on appointments and conversion rate on closings, you can find the information on that in this book. But very quickly, this is how many of the number of appointments that you go on, how many of those do you actually get? Okay, so if you go on 10 appointments and you get 8 of them, or you go on 5 appointments and you get 4 of those, that's an 80% conversion rate on appointments. And your conversion rate on closings, all that's asking is of the listings that you take. Remember, we're teaching listings, baby. Now this can be applied to buyers if you like to work buyers, but on the number of properties that you have, okay, how many of those actually close? So if you get 10 properties under contract and you close at least 9 of those, then you have a 90% conversion rate on closings. So that's how you work those numbers. And then once you do that, that will actually give you the magic formula. So let me reduce myself there. And okay, so here's what the production goals are for you to have a 6-figure business. You've got it. Your annual listings taken goal is 17. That's 17 listings a year that you've got to take. Your monthly listings taken goal is 1.4. Your annual listings closed goal is 15. So that means you're going to close 15 deals a year. And your so now we get to the real stuff. This is the most important stuff right here, and that is your annual appointments required and your monthly appointments. So in order to have a 6-figure business, you've got to go on 21 appointments, okay, in a 12-month period. 21 appointments, and that's 1.8 appointments per month. So about 2 appointments a month. If you go on, listen, if you can go on 2 appointments a month, you will have a 6-figure business. What I always teach my students is, if you take care of the front door, the back door will take care of itself. Okay, let me say it again. If you take care of the front door, the back door takes care of itself. The front door is appointments. So many of my real estate students, when they come to me, they're so focused on how many closings they have, how many closings. What I want you to do is completely eliminate that from your thinking. Don't even think about how many closings you have, because the numbers don't lie, okay? All you've got to focus on is how many appointments you go on. And if you focus on that, then you're going to have all the success that your heart desires. So all you're going to do is focus on appointments. And if you focus on your appointments, then everything else will line up and you will have a rockin' 6-figure business. Now this portion right here at the bottom, your database potential, that's a completely separate part of the calculator. And that just shows you how important it is to stay in touch with your database, okay, with the people that know, like, and trust you. And when you do the numbers, when you change the number of people that are in your contact database, that will automatically put the potential number of sales in there. So you can see that if you've got 200 people in your database, you're gonna be able to get at least 17 sales, okay? And that's with 1 out of every 12 people. Remember, people move about every 6 to 9 years. So at least 1 out of 12 people in your database is going to be making a move this year, okay, at least. And so that means 17 people in your database will either be able to move themselves, sell their home, buy another house, or refer you to somebody, okay? You should get 1 out of 12, and that's $150,000 right there in your database. So don't neglect it. I've got a ton of videos on your SOI. That's what we call it, SOI, your sphere of influence. So look up those and rock out on those videos, because that's going to help you really, really hit those 6 figures. Well, that's it for today, guys. I love you, and I want you to succeed in this business. Check out my Mentorship Masters program if you know anybody that's looking for a great mentor, or AKA myself, okay? Where I will mentor, train, teach, and coach you to your ultimate greatness for free, no charge at all, when you join me here at EXP. Share this video with those that you love, or any of those that you know that is looking for a great mentor and is ready to get on board with our Mentorship Masters program. If you're not ready to get on board yet, just enjoy the videos, enjoy the training, and do what Uncle Knolly teaches. God bless, and I wish you much success. Talk to you on the next one.